Hello, skippers. It's great to be back. We are talking about Skip the Big Box, and we're talking with Michelle Phillips-Nystrom, the Chief Communications Officer of Skip the Big Box. Michelle, we have a founding ambassador program on the website at skipthebigbox.com on the homepage. What is that about?
That is so exciting to me, Kerry. It's the opportunity for people to join as a founding ambassador, pay once and never pay again for their whole relationship with us.
So they're going to get advertised forever with a one-time payment. It must be like $10,000 or $20,000 then.
No, it remarkably is $997, which is
$997. And but isn't that like the level that's the Admiral level that's like $97 a month? They get all of that stuff?
They get all of that and a little bit more for basically 11 months of a subscription for the and I was thinking about it because sometimes when you join something, if you pay an annual fee, you save a couple months or whatever, but what we're actually offering is $997 lifetime membership.
Holy smokes. Okay, this is on the directory. You list your business. I'm going to share some screens here and actually have a look at what this is all about. So on the page there, it talks about pay one time, never pay again. You go to if you went to the join now page, there would be these three levels, free, $27 or $97. But this is like the $97 level plus more, but you pay once and you never pay again. Why would you do that?
Because we really want to have people joining us at this level. And at this point in time, we're growing and changing, and we want people who want to be involved and want to give us feedback and help us to make this the best that we can make it.
That's awesome. I mean, in all the different cities that are coming on board. So I want to talk about what this person could do, because if you actually went and did the join button here and you had the three different levels, what you would be looking at here, you'd be able to register here, because can you still see my screen now as I'm doing this?
Yeah.
Is it changing to the three different levels here?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. So on the $97 one, you would be top placement in the search in your city and have spotlight features, and you'd get to post properties. If you were a real estate agent, this would be a super deal because you'd pay once and never pay again. And then you'd also be able to get your digital offers in for people who are asking for the birthday gifts or the baby gifts or the moving gifts. No, I'm just thinking about what that would look like and who would want that. I'm gonna stop sharing for a second. Let's talk. Who would want that kind of thing? Why would you want to get your digital gifts in there? What advantages would that be?
Oh my goodness, it comes from so many different angles. For example, someone who is just moving into the area, you would be their first touch, right? Oh, we want to go out for dinner. Oh, well, we got something from this restaurant. Why don't we try them? Or a yard service place, or it's unlimited, really. There's that. And then with any kind of service, actually, you would be the first touch in the moving thing. If it was the baby gift, I mean, everyone, when they have their first baby, they're kind of like a little off for a bit, and so your information is getting to them. It would be a financial planner, right? Your baby planning.
So I'm going to look at this one because this is an obvious answer. I mean, say you're a financial planner, and I know in the financial planning business, they're really hindered in their marketing. There's so much that they can't say. They're really gagged and duct taped over the mouth, not allowed to actually say, hey, I can really help your family financially save money and put away for the future. They're not allowed to do that, on public forums. So this is really cool because this is a place that is allowed. It's private. The person comes in and says, yes, I'm going to have a baby. and I'd like to get the baby gifts, please. And they click the button, they put their information in, and then this download or something like this can be sent to them. And it's actually talking about college education and how to save for my financial future and the child's future and all this kind of stuff. But it could be branded right here with the founding ambassador's information saying that it come from them. And then a second offer could be made. This is a long-term offer, for everybody who has a baby that is from this city that could come to that financial planner. They could actually say something like, hey, why don't you come and see me at my office? I have a 19-minute consultation to help you figure out how to save for your child's college future. And if you come to my office and do this, it's worth $500 and you're going to get it free. And I'll give you a teddy bear if you come and spend this time with me. So it just draws them right in, just kind of like the old days of those welcoming committees that used to be around in a community, just brings them right over to your office because they want to get this. So I, as a financial planner, could buy that package and have this document downloaded to people in my city, like for as many leads as I could get and fill my boots. Am I getting that right?
Absolutely.
That is crazy.
Crazy awesome.
That is crazy awesome. That is so cool. So let me just think about this. So who else could use that? I mean, obviously the real estate agents should jump on that because they can keep 4 properties listed on here continuously and not have to keep paying every month. I mean, that if you're planning to be in the life insurance industry for any length of time past a year, that is a superb deal.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't imagine why you wouldn't jump on that. What else? Who else would that be good for?
Well, even it would be good for some of the retail outlets, because we know that once a consumer forms a habit, that they just keep going to the same price, right? For people who want to be visible, more visible, that for coaches, like baby gifts for coaches. I have a friend who's actually part of the SCIF that is a nutritional wellness coach. And I mean, people
Right,
have
for
just
new
had,
moms.
yeah,
What about
really.
network marketers? I mean, that'd be a great idea. If I had a gift basket, I know there's like network marketing companies that have stuff that's just for babies. Like if I had something that was like, I gave them the top 10 tips for something in the download, and then, set up a time with me, and on your welcome visit, I'm going to bring you like a $20 gift pack of things to try. I mean, that would be the easiest way to get in there and get them to buy from me instead of buying from the big box store.
Absolutely.
That would be super cool. I'm going to tell that to some of my friends, actually. That's awesome.
That's a good idea.
But I was also thinking about, as you were sharing, the moving gifts. I mean, people move to a community, and we've got these digital download gifts that they could get in on. But how do we get them to buy our stuff? So I was just thinking about, like, let's say I have a cleaning business, or I have a business that does organizing or something like that. So we could have this like office tips to increase productivity or something like this. And their branding could be on the end of it. And then, book me to come and help organize your office. And I'll give you, like, for a 2-hour job, I'll do it for the 1-hour price, or I'll give you a journal or something physical, that you would want, so that you would get me to come over and do this and start the relationship. Right. I'm just thinking of all the different ways that we could use this. What about this one? Can you see that moving far away? 8 ways to help your child embrace the change. So if you were somebody that worked with kids or a psychologist in the area, like these kinds of a download would work really, really well. And then again, you want to add the complimentary session or something that will bring them to you, so that this relationship begins. Because sometimes, kids have trouble with the change of moving, right? So why not, open up the door? And I know there's so many therapists that work with kids that got ADHD, or they work with kids that have mental health, issues, or they work with kids, just in transition or whatever it is. So this would be an introductory thing, something that they could download. And if they don't have the downloadable stuff or the ideas to do that, what would they do?
Mhm.
You know, so
Yeah.
Skip the Big Box has actually got a bunch of these resources that they will actually let them put their branding on. So they can have a little consultation with Skip the Big Box and pick the right item and get it out there, and then also create this piece where it comes back to them. That's super cool. What about for birthdays? What could be done for birthdays?
You know, I just wanted to add, Kerry, that actually when you were talking, for day home providers, after school care providers, like when you say kids, there's so many different things, businesses that work with kids, and parents, you know, have a hard time, especially when they move, trying to find one that fits. So that would be an
Or pet
awesome,
care? You
yeah.
know, when you're moving into a community, you're looking for a place, the new veterinarian to go see. You're looking for somebody who can maybe pet sit while you're away. You're looking for a new pet store, you
Yeah.
know, and again, Skip the Big Box is always about serving the smaller store, the little guy. So, I
Mhm.
mean, this would be a great opportunity to get your smaller store up, you know, onto the site. You could have the top 10 things to train your dog or something like this as a download. And then you know, and then come on down, and you know, we're going to give you your first bag of dog food free or something, or you got a little one of those little cards where they buy so much and they get one or something like that. Tell them that's waiting for them, you know, whatever it is. You got to figure out a way to get them to come on down and see you. And you know, you're only paying for the ones that show up. You're not actually paying again and again and again. If you got that $9.97 upfront deal, you never pay again. So the advertising gets cheaper and cheaper and cheaper every year, and the leads increase every year. They go up, they go up, they go up.
Mhm.
Because the more people go onto the site and sign up for their birthdays and for the moving and all this different stuff, the more this actually starts to grow and snowball. It just snowballs. It's amazing. I was thinking about the birthday guests. Okay, let's say I'm a business coach and I'm a life coach. I could actually create, like, this one's the 14 habits of successful people. So it could be something like this, could be the download. And again, Skip the Big Box has these tools. If you don't have one, if you have your own, that's great. But they have these tools, and we can actually brand it, put their branding right on it, and then make a secondary offer. You know, come down to my office and spend, you know, an hour with me. It's worth $500. I'll do this, and I'll give you a journal, or I'll give you a coffee card. Hopefully not for the big box store type coffee places, for the local coffee guy. That's, you know, and if you tell the local coffee guy you're giving away $10 gift certificates for his coffee, that's going to get him excited, you know,
Mhm.
because now he's going to want to get in on this and support you back and forth, because you're bringing people right to him. This is a win-win-win for everybody.
The beauty of community.
So many ideas going back and forth about this, but you know, that $9.97 deal, that is an awesome deal. I mean, you pay once, you never pay again. You're grandfathered in forever. The site just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and the leads keep increasing, and you don't have to pay anymore. That
You
is
gotta
fabulous.
like it.
Who wouldn't like that? That's awesome. All right. Well, thanks for sharing all this. Happy skipping. Let's get to it.
Awesome. Sounds good.